This is horrible. Cause got to unzip my hoodie a little. Cause this is a big topic. Now, I'm pretty sure everybody has had a person or people or a group that has dropped out of school or just ditches school. I mean, now school ditchers and dropouts. I'm going to talk about those two people. First, it's going to be the people that ditch school. Now, for the people who ditch school are just retarded. I mean, they only show up when it's probably nowhere. Like if it's a big test, they ditch. When it's not a big test, they come anyway, or it's just they do both. Just what the heck? And some of them like to make fun at the kids who want to go to school. Like, here, you go to school, he would drop out. Now, it makes sense not to drop out because somebody wants to be something. Ditching school to sell drugs and do all this stuff and stealing, how is that going to get you into the NFL or a rap career? I know a lot of rock and roll musicians who didn't have to do it. I never heard of Iggy Pop having to sell drugs when he was in school. I've never heard of what Jimmy Page, Mick Jagger, or Keith Richards doing that. No, because at least they had good educations, even if they are old. I'm pretty sure that they still probably know more than you. I mean, I really don't like school. Nobody does, but they still go because they want to just get out of there that fast. And I don't ditch out of school. I never did, and I never will, and I never will be in it. I'm not going to ditch out of school none of my life because I don't want to be a drug dealer. I don't want to be nobody on the streets ditching school and selling drugs. I'm not that person. I'm the person that actually wants to be something. Gosh, there was even one kid in my class that kept doing this just to sell weed. If you keep ditching school, what is the point of going? To people who ditch school, don't go. Just don't go. Just don't. Just drop out of school. If you really don't care about school, if you just don't care about your parents or anything, if you hate your parents, just leave out the house and be on your own. I'm pretty sure you wouldn't make it 5 minutes past the damn doorstep. I bet you won't. I bet you won't even make it cross the sidewalk because this is just unacceptable. It just makes me so mad. Like like who the heck doesn't want to get a life? Who wants to just sell drugs? I mean then people gonna say, hey, it makes you a lot of money. There are so many jobs in this world that could make so much money or make you famous than the selling drugs. I mean, okay, sure. Eminem dropped out of school and he repeated 3 times. He was in ninth grade for 3 years. It wasn't because he wasn't dumb. It was because he was focusing on his rap career. And ditching school and focusing on your rap career, that's still not an excuse for ditching school. That is not an excuse. All I'm saying is that ditching school makes you a loser and it just makes you afraid of intelligence. You just fear a textbook. If someone hands you a geology book or a world globe or a history book, it'll just go like a friggin' snake. You'll just fear it. Or if they say you're supposed to read this, you'll just slip up on the whole friggin' definition. I'm so glad I never turned out to be one of those. And I avoid the ones who skip school because they're not okay in my book. They'll never be okay in my book as long as I live. Now, for the people who dropped out. Now, dropouts like Nate drop out of school for all the retarded reasons. Because either they claim that they can last the day without school or any type of education, or all of the above. Even for a stupid reason as to just talk to somebody online. Sure, I talk to some people online a lot of the time, well, some of the time, I mean. But when it's during school years, do you see me just dropping out of school just to talk to somebody on the internet when I can wait till I get home? It can't wait. You can't wait till you get home and talk to somebody on the internet. You can't wait that long. It has to be an immediate thing. Everything in the world is not going to be happening to you at immediate speed. The word immediately is not going to be immediately directed at you. You can wait. I can wait to get online if I get home. I can wait to go outside when I get home. I don't have to leave school like that. People have to have some sort of a patience thing. Or even get homeschooled. Just get homeschooled like my friend did. But anyway, for all you people that dropped out, I had no sympathy, no courtesy, no recognition of the dropouts. The dropouts can suck my balls for all I can because they aren't going to be nothing if they drop out. They're just going to end up with just a bunch of just crack dealers and dope fiends. Haven't we had that enough from Nate's mother? But besides that joke, seriously, but seriously, these dropouts just get on my freaking nerves. Every time I just hear about somebody dropping out, it just makes me cringe. Every single time, every friggin' time somebody drops out, it just makes me cringe. Like, really. Just if you don't care about your parents, if you don't care about how your parents feel for you after they had to slave away hundreds and hundreds of dollars to feed your ass, leave. What is there for you to stay if you don't like school or your parents? Leave. And if you don't even like education, then what is your purpose of going? I mean, what? You drop out of school and then what? What's next on your life goals? If your life goals includes being a rapper, just cross it off because that will not happen. Kids who drop out of school don't be okay. Eminem is another exception because he dropped out and he's famous. But just because he did that doesn't mean you have to imitate everything he does. Sure, kids did that back then, but that's not the point right now. Dropping out of school is not something to glorify. It's something to despise. You don't look up to negative behavior or negative role models. I mean, come on. This is just friggin' terrible. Or somebody just, especially, and if some white guy says that black kids drop out of school more than white kids, they're not being racist. They're telling the friggin' truth. They're telling the goddamn truth. They are telling the truth because it is a lot of black kids that do drop out of school. Really is. None happened in my school so far. I mean, I mean, this is just crazy. I'm just gonna take you on a journey. I'm gonna take you back to my elementary days about the evolution dropping out in elementary school. Kids don't drop out of elementary school. Middle school, they drop out. High school, dropouts everywhere. You see? Yeah, you see, because elementary kids don't drop out of school. And at least they go to school. This just gets me so heated about how a elementary school kid can have a way better perfect attendance than a high school. Isn't that sad when you're letting somebody that like if someone's in fifth grade, say if it was a teenager that was in the 11th grade and it was a kid in third grade who had a perfect attendance. Well, not so perfect attendance, but whatever. Me, I had a perfect attendance. Like, I did miss a couple days throughout elementary school, and no, I didn't drop out. It was because I was either sick or had a doctor's or dentist appointment. Yes, that is agreeable. But when you do this to just drop out of school, that is not acceptable. And they'll just call your parent, like, if you just do this throughout the school year, Here's what happened. Here's something that one of my teachers told me. If any kid doesn't attend no days of school, like none, not even a test day, nothing, and if they don't show up on any, like if they don't show up throughout the school year, they might get arrested, and the parent might get arrested, I think. So you're going to risk it all to let the person who washed you, changed your diaper when you were a baby, go to jail, and you became this monster who doesn't care. Not all good kids can turn out good. They can turn bad. I mean, look at me. I'm perfect. I didn't do all this. But just come on. Come on. Do you really think dropping out of school is worth something? I mean, just really, what do you think will be awaiting you when you drop out? What do you think is going to be like? It's like it's like a sinner trying to make his way to heaven, thinking that God is just going to push the holy gates of heaven on him, but he ends up sending him in the fiery depths of hell. That is how I think that a school dropout's logic can work. Like trying to be on the stairway to heaven but end up on the highway to hell. I mean, come on. Now, I'm just going to wrap this video up because I don't want to get even more heated and stretch this out to 20, 30 minutes. Because this angers me so much, I don't want to talk about it in any more of my videos. I want a request for it. I mean, now back on the people that ditch school. If somebody says, "Hey man, ditch school," just turn the other cheek and say no. Even even if they say even if they say you're a punk or call you names, don't do it. Just don't do it. Just ignore them. What is the point of just having to like join them? Hold on. Now, just these kids dropping out of school is just unacceptable. And people that ditch school, I have no respect. I don't have respect for the people who ditch school or drop out of school, just like Nate. And Nate did dropped out of school for a retarded reason. Over an online girl that he can't even touch, feel, smell, or kiss. I mean, by God. And in school dropouts and people that did school, there are the exact types of people that makes me still loathe society itself. Yes, I do loathe society because it's a messed up world. Even as a little 5-year-old kid, you think the world's going to be sunshine and unicorns when it's just guns, violence, and drugs. There's hardly of what good can come up in this world. But the kids that ditch school and drop out of school, they're still the reason. If somebody's that particular kid that does this, you make me lose faith in humanity each time you do it. My faith in it just becomes lower and lower about all the bullcrap that happens. Everything. They're worse than the white cops that beat up on us black people. They are so much worse. They're probably at like second place. I have never been so disgusted at humanity in all my years. I used to love human society when I was little. It's all gone. All gone. I would have never seen this as I got older. It's all gone. It's canceled. Permanently canceled. So I'm just gonna wrap this video because I don't want to get too touchy and get too emotional on this video. Now, in a nutshell, people that did school, kill yourselves. People that drop out of school, just eat it. That's all I gotta say. Just freaking eat it. I'm just done. Now, I would have done a third topic on society, but I'm not trying to get that deep. because I'd be in too deep. I don't want to get deep in my psyche. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, this is the Rant Kid. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment on what you think about people that does this. Share this video on Google Plus, Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, if people use Tumblr or Google Plus. And make sure you copy and paste links to my channel on Facebook and stuff. It gets more promotion. And for anybody that's my friend on Facebook who comes across this video, leave a suggestion on who I should rant on in the comment section below and give you some like background on the person. I'm the Rant Kid, and I do not approve of school dropouts.